are live on Instagram.
Hey, welcome everybody.
Are we live on this?
Not yet. Like 10
Oh.
seconds.
Where do you see a countdown?
On Facebook.
Oh.
We're frozen on Instagram.
No, we're not.
It was me looking down at my phone.
We're there.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It's perfect. Can't share it. I'll do it later.
And 0. Live. Should be live now.
We should be live.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee and Bullshit episode 22 if you can hear us. Says we're going to start soon.
Waiting for live video.
So if you're on Instagram, we're there. We're waiting for the folks on Facebook to get going. Might be 10 seconds early.
Waiting for live video.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Go live now?
Did you do the broadcasting? Did you say
Yeah.
go
that's-
live now? Go down.
Enter broadcast.
Oh, enter broadcast studio.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We figured something new out.
Wouldn't be us
Do
if
you
it
have
wasn't.
to hit go
if it-
live?
I
yes.
don't.
Yes, hit
Do
go
we have
live.
To, we have to
Yes.
hit go live. Well, there's a countdown. Do you think it should go automatically live?
You would think.
You'd think. All right.
We're live.
We are live. Oh my gosh, we're figuring something new
Welcome
out.
again to Coffee and Bullshit episode 22. Wouldn't be us if there wasn't some technical difficulties to get the show going.
It's
There.
not showing anything.
We're getting there. There we go.
There we go. We're something. We have 0. We're in 16 seconds. Why is there
There's no
picture?
video.
What do you mean there's no video? Add to stream. Jesus Christ, there's so many things you got to do. Oh, 28
There
seconds
we
in.
are.
We did it
One
quicker.
day we'll get this figured out. I promise we'll be like on time.
We're at least a minute
Thing
quicker
will
than
pop
we were
up. It'll be
a week
awesome.
ago.
You guys will be so impressed. So
Yeah.
there we go. So we got the owners of BJ Shooting here again. If you guys have been following us for a long time, you'll remember like one of our original podcasts way back. They came in, set up their screen. They let us do shooting all day with their. I don't know. You guys explain it. Introduce yourselves again, so everybody just in case.
I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I'm Bhairvi. Everybody calls me B.
Thank God, B. All right.
The
Roll
B and the
boys?
J of BJ
Yeah.
Shooting.
We're always scared to say your
Tell
name.
what you actually do now, because I didn't explain it well.
It's all you. You're better at explaining stuff than I
We
am.
have a portable shooting simulator. So it's like having a range come out to you. So it's set up with a screen and simulated weapons. And we do training for, we don't actually get you your concealed carry. But once you get your concealed carry, you can train with us. Real life scenarios up on the screen, interactive with you with the weapons. Or you can have parties. We've done birthday parties, Halloween parties, games. There's zombie
Birthday
shooting.
parties.
Yes, any kind of party. One of our most popular is the zombie shooting, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. That goes over real well at Halloween.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially with the fog light and the fog machine and the strobe
Strobe
lights.
Do you have like Thriller playing in the background?
We can, just for you.
do you guys understand? Like, I think you're underselling it. It's pretty awesome. It's like a huge screen. It's like a 10-foot screen. It's awesome, like real live video of scenarios. Like we did one where I think we went into like a warehouse.
Mhm.
There's like guys hiding around the corner, they're armed. You can use different weapons with it, right?
Yep. We've got simulated pistols, so they're weighted to be like Glock 17s. We've got an M4 and an AR-15.
Then you actually have to use a magazine, right?
Yep.
And
So
actually run out of bullets.
Yep, we can have it run out like a normal magazine, and then you have to change it out. For some of the games and for kids, we leave it at unlimited, just because it's harder for them to change it out. But if you're doing real life training, it would simulate you having to pull it out and reload.
You said it.
I think
That
I'm
happened.
looking for eject the magazine.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta pull out when you get.
You
think
just
it's
got it.
close.
Yeah,
Well, you got to eject too.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is badass. It's awesome. So, but if you guys, you can. So, what's the website?
It's bjsshooting.com.
It's all sexual, I guess. But-
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's where you come to unload, which is our tagline.
That's awesome. So bjshooting.com, you can book you guys for parties, any kind of training like that. So even if you own like a range, invite them out to come set up for a day and shoot and show your people. It would be something awesome to have at a range.
We'd love to help out those that are doing the training. I got my concealed carry a couple years ago, and there are people in there that have never picked up a weapon, ever.
Yes.
And they're getting their concealed carry. And this would be great to have some real life practice, have them pick up a weapon that is safe because it's run on CO2 cartridges, so there's no live ammo. You can do it in a classroom setting. So it's easier for them to get a feel for what it's like.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about getting your FOID card or concealed carry, try this first, because you really don't know how you're going to react until you go through some of these situations.
Right.
Did you shut us down on Facebook?
Huh?
Did you shut us down on Facebook?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to find us on Facebook.
You shut down. But so it's really awesome. It was a lot of fun. They had all, the scenarios were amazing. Where I wish they had this set up like for every time we go to a range, show up and it's like, all right, you got like a 35, 40-minute wait to get out of range.
Mm-hmm.
I would more likely go and won't go more often if I knew like, oh, I have to wait for the range. But
Pick up your phone! The
I-
phone!
I can go and do this while I'm
I know
waiting to
you
get
want
range.
to
Would be
answer the
awesome.
phone.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone.
And it's
The
great,
phone
like,
is
for kids,
ringing.
too. If
Ooh.
you're wanting to teach them, this is a great way to get them started, too. Or if you're waiting there with your family, you want to have some range time, you can do this beforehand.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That was lots of fun. Lots of fun.
And people don't realize that it actually, even though it's simulated and you're not like shooting a live weapon, it still gets your heart racing. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
when you
I
were
was
like,
sweating.
you're,
I was sweating. Go to the
yeah,
warehouse. You're like,
Yeah.
you start. Well, I think what was awesome was like, even you try to like pull it up and be ready, like try to carry your weapon down. You get to the point where like you're like nervous, like you end up pulling the trigger a couple of times. Like you see what it's like to pull the trigger multiple times when you don't mean to. Like
Yep.
you get anxious. The anxiety's there, just like it was a real scenario.
Yeah, and the great thing with our equipment too is that when you're doing the training, we have a tactical camera that we set up right next to the screen, so it records you while you're shooting, so you can see where those stray shots went. Like, oh, that just went into a bystander, or oh, that just went into the side of the building, and you can see it play back as to how well you did in those situations.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Idea.
We can also, for the training situations, we can also change the way the scenario goes depending on how you react to it. So if there's someone standing there with their back to you, we can have them turn around with them holding a gun. We can have them turn around, they're holding a cell phone. So it really, we can change it up a little.
And you have the same amount of time to react to the situation.
Yeah, if anybody out there got any questions, feel free to.
It'd be good for police training.
Yes.
Oh yeah, police training. If anybody got any questions, send it to us on Facebook, Instagram, if I can see it. from here.
G-Vibe says that you could do competitions for unit morale. It's a good idea.
Yeah, unit morale.
That'd be great.
Let us know. We'd love to come out.
Yep.
Bring it up. Contact. Especially now, guys. Definitely try to help support. Like, most of our stuff is done, they do through parties, through events. And you guys, we're here in Illinois, so most of our events got canceled last year in March, and it's been very scant what's out there. So,
Yes, and we are a veteran-owned business.
you want to support veterans, you want to support small business and local business.
Yeah. What branch were you in?
Marine Corps.
What was that again?
Marine Corps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long?
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years in the Marine Corps. What was your MOS?
6531. I was an aviation ordnance technician.
Okay.
So I got to work on aircraft guns.
And what's some of the biggest ones you got to work on?
50 cal.
50 cal?
Yeah, that was for the transport aircraft that I worked on. That was the biggest one we had. But that's my favorite gun.
Yeah, 50 has always been my
I think
favorite.
I think it's everybody's favorite gun, especially when it's automatic. You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay for the rounds either.
Oh yeah, that's even
Yeah,
better.
that's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
That's
I don't want to pay $10 a round for that.
no.
we were just
Yeah.
watching videos last week sitting here.
Thank you, Tim.
We were bored and we were watching videos of the Black Hawk with the 50 cal,
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
out, taking out insurgents in Afghanistan. It's like,
Oh.
It's insane.
when there's just a burst goes down, it's amazing how much destruction.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Those 50, 30 mics and 20 mic mics and
it just erases everything.
Yeah.
Brian, do we have any plans to be in Texas? You know what? We would love to be down in Texas.
Just invite us down.
Yeah, invite us down, or if you know a retailer down there that'd love to carry our coffee, we're more than happy to have it down there. Or, I mean, if they want to make a special trip down to Texas,
I'm always happy to come and go shooting and fishing. So if you got a place to do that, just invite me down. I'll come. I'll bring a bunch of coffee with. Come hang out. We'll go drink, fish, and shoot.
Sounds good to me. Oh, and that's another thing. You can drink and shoot while you're using our equipment because
There you go.
it's
That's
totally
true.
safe.
Yeah. You can have one hell of a party.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You got a house with some room in there, you can set it up,
Mm-hmm.
or an outdoor backyard to have a nice party.
Yep.
I mean, heck, people put up the bull riding stuff, right? The
Yeah.
mechanical bulls, which I've done it before.
G5 is asking, so will you guys travel outside of state, or do you only stay local?
Depends. Right now, we haven't traveled too far, just because some of the restrictions. But depending on what kind of event you're looking for, be willing to travel.
There you go. Put on a big event, invite them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've traveled out of state.
Yeah.
If it's a big enough event, well,
Mm-hmm.
we'll try to make it out there.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
always happy to.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anytime we can get our products out there, stuff like that, and get known,
Yep. Spread
Yeah.
the word.
spread it.
If there's any veteran groups too, we would love to participate in some of your events. We did a couple of golf outings.
Yep.
Those were a lot of fun. Great thing with this is you're not restricted to a range setting. So if you're in a wheelchair, if you need a walker, if you need special assistance, it's free movement with our equipment. So we can accommodate all of that as well.
Mhm.
If you have a charity, this would be a cool thing to raffle off. If you want to raise some money, is offer a gift certificate for this, or have
Or have it at the
the crowd
charity
set
event.
up.
Yeah.
You have them at the charity event, see what it's about, and raffle this off. I guarantee you'll raise a ton of money. Once you see what it is and you get to participate, you want one of these in your house.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
I really want one in my basement. It's
Yeah.
like if I could have this in my basement,
How often do your kids play it when it's set up?
When it's set up, that's usually every day.
yeah,
Every day.
this could be great. Every time I come home from work, I'm unhappy. I just go down in the basement, shoot for a while.
Yep.
Wife and kids are bothering me. I go down in the basement, shoot for a while.
Yeah.
If I could get in front of my kids to do it, that's the problem. My kids would sit down here all day long.
Well, yeah. Remember the
Oh, yeah.
old Nintendo like duck hunting? Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing? It's almost just like that.
Yep.
Can you guys do a scenario of duck hunting or something like that?
We have deer hunting in
Yeah,
there.
deer
Yeah, we
hunting.
have a deer hunting
Yeah.
one. We've got one where you can shoot drones out of the sky.
Mm.
Unfortunately, we don't have duck hunt, which I think would be awesome to have.
Yeah.
But
Well, you would need that 12 gauge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How hard would it be to simulate a 12 gauge into, or you have to buy a special 12?
We have to add that equipment on, but that's the next one we're looking at
Yeah.
is the shotgun.
So you
Or
start
either
hiring
that or
them.
the saw.
yeah.
Oh, the saw?
would be
Yeah.
fun
Oh.
too.
We can get. We're split between that, either the shotgun or the saw for the next
I
one.
want the
Yeah.
M60 just so I could look.
No,
better.
you want the
So I
saw.
can wrap the fucking thing around my arm.
You can do the same with the saw.
They call me Animal
Yeah.
Mother, like from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah.
That's what I carried on my shoulder. So like cool, walking up to the screen.
Wonder with the saw there.
Mm.
Wow, that'd be interesting. How would it work with?
It works off of an AR laser too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to see.
IR
The,
laser.
I want to see.
Sorry.
I want to see the accuracy rating on it after you shoot that thing. Fully auto. I just want to see like you hit 1 out of every 30, got near the target.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're pretty good at it, you can get some.
Chances are, if you had some experience shooting it in the past, you probably do pretty good. But if you've never shot it fully automatic, you might not do too well.
When you come good enough, like when I used to do it on my saw, I was good enough where I could hit that trigger just a little bit and get one round off at a time.
I take some
You learn the
finesse.
trigger
Yes.
pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if somebody's coming after you, just don't give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
You just like
Hold it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a couple that we have where we can shoot
3 to 5
it.
seconds.
What is it? The Humvee and the tanks.
Oh, yeah.
too?
Oh, you got Humvees and tanks?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Insurgents, I think there's another one.
Yeah.
Those bullets really don't do much against tanks.
No.
Just give away your position.
Yeah, but it sounds really good.
It does.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick. There's no more fun than shooting a metal target when you have to range. Like shooting metal targets is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Shooting
Well, that's
cars, like that's the most fun. Like you can put holes in cars. You hear that metal go? That's awesome.
So just remember, people, this year, they're local. I mean, everybody here is struggling. We're trying to help everybody out we can. And, show a little love. I mean, got some parties coming up. BJ shooting is a good way to go. I mean, you can have some real fun. It's good for adults,
Yep.
kids. Have some fun.
It's 100% safe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys want to see a live demo? I'll tell you what, they didn't set it up this time because it's a lot to set up, but go look at our YouTube channel, Gun Barrel Coffee, and Co. something, whatever. You can see the first time they were here and see what we did. It was so much fun.
Do you guys have any videos?
We do. If you go to our Facebook page,
There
it's
you go.
at BJ Shooting
Anything of that.
on Facebook and Instagram. We've got a bunch of videos posted there as well.
There you go.
So you can see some of our events, and I think we have the when we were here last time too posted on there.
You guys will be impressed. It's way different and better than what you think it is. I said you have to see it and watch it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Brian wants to know what it takes to be a distributor for Gun Barrel Coffee or for BJ Shooting. I mean, for Gun Barrel Coffee, you need to get a hold of Brian.
Just send me an email, brian@gunbarrelcoffee.com, and we can make that happen. BJ Shooting, I don't know. Nope. How do they contact you?
Definitely, you can check us out on our website at bjshooting.com. We can book right from there, or you can email us. I'm BB Brown at BJ Shooting, J Boniface BONIFAS at bjshooting.com. All of our contact information is on our website, and any questions you have, email, text, call.
Yeah, I mean, they're willing to set up anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know,
As long as we just need a 10-foot by 15-foot area to set up.
some power, that'd be perfect too.
Yep.
One
Okay.
outlet.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever done it with a generator?
we have.
Have you seen
We
it?
can do outdoor events in your backyard, and we've got our own generator, tents. We can set up anywhere.
There you go.
Yep.
Great for pool parties.
Yes.
The pool, I mean, you know,
You
swim.
can shoot from the pool.
Yeah. That might be a little harder.
You
but
get to
we
do
can
the
figure
Rambo
that
thing.
out.
You get to come up out of the water with their gun, and you start shooting the screen. They love that.
Oh yeah.
They take their equipment in the water. They think that's really great.
Yeah,
Really-
Yeah, that's
that might be a little harder to do, but on dry land, we can make it happen.
yes.
Now, what happens if they want to simulate parachute down?
They'd have to have a helicopter and their own
A really tall
parachute.
tree.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
If you can do that, then we'll be there, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
We'll definitely do that. But you
If your
gotta
kids have a
provide your
treehouse
own
in the
parachute.
backyard, that could be like a guard tower.
There you go.
And they could shoot from that to the screen.
Yeah.
You can turn your backyard into a jungle. It'll be like come out of the screen, like they're in.
Do like Predator style.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, there would be awesome.
Get the paint and everything.
Beach party, it'd be great for a beach party. Pretend you're back in Iraq. Yeah,
That sounds like so much fun.
yeah.
Does
you
it
know.
really?
And
Oh, okay.
Not really.
how come there's sand in here?
There's sand everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Places where you think sand would never get into, it gets into.
Really? Like where?
There's
Everywhere.
I still have sand coming out of my A bag and B bag and
Yep. Yeah, I got my helmet bag from when I was flying out there. There was still sand in it.
it's just like coffee beans. There's still coffee beans. I find it's been over 2 years in the 3-season room or in the basement. Still, I'm like, didn't I just clean this whole area up? There's still beans here.
Oh,
It's like light bright pegs. If you guys are old enough to remember
So
light bright,
bad.
yeah.
we got one of those when I was like 5 or 6. When my parents died and we were cleaning out the house, it had been 35 years since light bright was in there. There were still light bright pegs. I was vacuuming them up. I'm like, it's been 35 years. How are there still these pegs in the house?
God, I forgot
It's
about
that
like
shag carpeting.
Right. It was the 1970 shag carpet that hid everything. I'm like, hey, there's my brother. I thought he left. Found the hamster that escaped 20 years earlier. Yeah.
Checking Instagram to see what's going on there.
I'm watching. I'm on it.
Oh, I
That's why I'm
I forget because we have this here now and we're just.
people don't worry, somebody will send you a telegram.
I appreciate a telegram. I haven't had one in a long time.
That's a lie. That's how he communicates.
3 dots. Dee 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 dee.
smoke signals.
Back in his day.
Look at this, guys! We got things coming out here. Let's go.
That's how people communicated.
Yes. Brian's day was smoke signals. You know, here we go.
If you think about it, I think that's probably gonna be the next awesome app. Is an app that you can do telegraph communication on. You do Morse code on. Because that way, no parents will know it. Teenagers will know it.
We'll
And
learn
they'll
it again.
sext each other through like Morse code, and no parent will know it. They're like, "What the hell is this?
It'll
What is
be
this?"
like paragraphs
Right.
long of
There'll
dots.
be parents like getting their old Boy Scout handbook to read their kid's phone.
Wait.
That's a T. That's a I. That's a T. What the?
unless they're a naval aviator, because I think they still have to learn Morse code.
Are they the only ones that use it now?
I think so. I think the Navy aviators still have to learn Morse code.
The F-16 still has a thing in there.
Yeah.
Left-handed. Yeah, you like you just fly it right-handed, the stick right, and then left-handed for telegraph. That's what the Rio does in the back. He just has a telegraph back there. They don't show that on Top Gun, but he's back there. That's how they communicate.
Our coordinates are.
That's how they communicate between squadrons. They're up there so the enemy doesn't hear. Like, did he? Oh, he's on your 6. They're going to show that in Top Gun 2. Now this time they're showing that. I saw the previews.
So that's Top Gun 3.
Top Gun 3.
Back to the future.
Yeah. After the Civil War and everything, puts his ball back to, and we'll have biplanes again. It'll be very interesting.
Now, so what do you guys do for day work?
We actually work together. We met, kind of a little background on us. We met 7, 8 years ago now. We worked together in manufacturing, and he's the guy that taught me how to shoot. I wanted to learn how, and he took me to the range, and I was hooked after the one bullet he put in the 45, and that was it.
That's
I
what
wanted
she
to
said.
shoot. Yep. And we had started talking. I'll never forget that day. That was a lot of fun, though. But we had started talking about wanting to do something of our own, and we had originally thought about doing a live range. We wanted to do something for veterans, for people with PTSD, somewhere they could come and have a place to go that was safe for them. And being in Illinois, the restrictions and the cost and all of that was just
too much.
Yeah, it was insane. So we started looking around, and he actually found this system that we're using now. If you want to tell a little bit more about that.
Basically, it's similar to what the military uses for training. It's kind of like the ISMIT. I'm not sure what you guys called it, but that's what we.
I don't remember.
It was something marksmanship instructor. I don't know. Anyway, that's what got me thinking about that, and we started looking online. Finally found a manufacturer that actually makes it and distributes to anybody other than military. So we went out, tested it out, we liked it, and that's when it started.
Yep.
Did they have to give you training on it? And did they offer training?
Yeah, we spent a couple of days out with the distributor in Michigan and learned all about the system. It's like he said, one step down from military, but like almost parallel to what a lot of the law enforcement agencies use for their training. The ones that don't have as much range time or equipment to do it on, they use these types of systems as well.
Ever thought about getting into the miles gear?
That's maybe somewhere in the future when we have more money. I don't think that's going to be cheap to buy. But that would be fun. Maybe tactical paintball. That could be fun too.
Yes, tactical paintball would be fun.
That could be interesting. And could end badly. But would also be a lot of fun.
There's, what's that place in, where's the casino at in Chicago? By Rosemont.
It's the city right next to Rosemont.
Oh, yeah. But there's a place called Combat Paintball or something like that. They have, supposed to have.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've seen it once. I can't remember the name of it, but they do the same thing. They give you like an M16 or some AR, 30 rounds, like you have to reload, and it's air. It's like a whole warehouse, so you can go to it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it over by the indoor skydiving place?
Probably pretty close.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah.
I know it's not too far from the casino. Rosemont.
Yeah. The casino was in Rosemont, but then
Yeah.
they got sued for cheating the license, so they had to move it across the street to the other city.
Yeah. Welcome to Chicago.
What?
Yeah, they stole a license. It was supposed to go to Fox Lake. Rosemont didn't meet any of the qualifications for the license, but they basically stole it through normal Chicago stuff. They stole it while they're building it. They had the casino. They're building it. Then all the other casinos around who wanted the license, who didn't get it, put together a class action suit, caused them to investigate, and they said, "Oh yeah, Rosemont doesn't qualify for the license." So the parking garage was here, the casino was here, so they basically flip-flopped them. So the casino's now moved in the city because it moved across the street. And that city was able to get the license to build a casino.
That's the Chicago way.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
no dirty underhanded politics in Chicago. It's just how stuff gets done here.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting.
yeah, so it wasn't Rosemont. Then it moved. I can't remember what now city is right
Yeah,
across.
literally across the street.
Right across the
Yeah.
street. Yeah.
I know where you're talking. I can picture
Yeah,
it. I just can't
yeah,
remember
Yeah,
what
and
it
the,
is.
the indoor skydive is like
Right down
yeah,
from
it's like
there too.
yeah, it's just down on
Yeah.
the other side of
Yeah.
Almost
90.
like Woodfield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the other side of 90 from
Yeah.
the casino. It's 5 blocks from the
Yeah.
casino.
Yeah, because they also had that outdoor skating rink out there. When do they still have it?
In Rosemont?
Yeah. Oh, because they have
By
all
the
the
convention center.
by the casino. I thought,
I'm not aware of it.
or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think you're
Like
thinking of Grant. I think
Rockefeller
you're thinking of Grant Park. Yeah, Rockefeller Center.
No.
You're thinking of Grant Park. That's down. That's down in
It
the
was by the
city.
parking. It was by the parking garage, because they have all the bars or whatever it is there. Coco du Fowl or Coco du
Fogo de Chao
Well, yeah, whatever that's called.
or Coco du Chao, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Brazilian place, good place to eat. But they're like right in that same area too. They also have ice skating.
In the winter?
Yeah,
How about in the summer? Is it
Probably
roller
not.
skating?
probably roller skating in the summer.
Roller
It's just
blading or
really
roller
soggy.
skating? It's really soggy. It's grass.
It could be grass.
They might have bocce.
Hey, don't knock until you try.
Old folks love bocce. We know this.
Yes.
When my grandparents was in the nursing home, Saturday night was bocce night. And all the people wheel down there, and we play bocce all night long. I know your generation loves that. You guys called it lawn bowling. Hey, honey, you want to go lawn bowling? Back when you were going on dates. Oh, it's gonna be a real humdinger of a time. We're going lawn bowling.
Well, you got those and those darts too. The air
That's right,
darts.
that's
Throw
right.
them over there. You stand there and I stand here. Throw it at each other.
I don't understand why people don't.
Why they
understand-
banned that?
Right,
That's
the way we play darts is you had those little circles they gave you.
Yeah.
So you stood in a circle, and then the three of you stand back to back, and you throw the art up in the
Straight
air.
in the air,
And
yeah.
the last one to leave the circle wins. That's how we played it. And they didn't have the stupid rounded tops on them. There was a
No.
good point.
It
That'll-
would impale you.
Right, that'll replace stretch with them. You stand across from each other, and you keep throwing the dart further next to the guy's foot. Right?
The rink at Rosemont is still open.
There you go, still open.
Thank you, Amanda.
Great job, Amanda. Way to Google. You're a good Googler. Amanda's our CPO, Chief Procurement Officer, and she procured the information for us. Good job.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
We need at-home experts while we're doing this because we never know the answers to stuff. So
No, the long darts taught you to stay agile, though, man. You had to be quick.
Oh,
we might would love to throw them
Yeah.
at each other. That was the best thing.
Do you remember playing rundown with the baseball, like the actual baseball you hit?
Yeah,
You don't see anybody ever playing that anymore.
it's because they're wimps.
And it used to be like the ball's coming, like shit, I'm gonna get hit and run.
So that was always the point. You had to watch out for the ball. And then if there was someone who was making a lot of bases, the first thing you do is beat him in the back so they'd stop running so fast.
Yep.
And they'd be more careful. Then they'd run duck down rather than like all proud. You just beat them in the back one time with the hard ball, and they're like, ah, and then you're like, yeah.
God, we used to
that's
play
what
that all the time, rundown, just for fun. It's been, you only had to be tagged out 3 times, and then once you did that, it's you switch positions.
happened. We always smear the person who's of odd sexual orientation or different sexual orientation.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
That's
with
what
me.
we called it. That's what we called it back then.
Oh my gosh.
That was the best one though. That was you don't have to worry about all the stupid down. You just tackle each other.
Yeah, just
Smash
threw the
each
ball
other.
up, and then the person grabbed it and just run at each other.
Right. That was the most fun. Just to
I don't
tackle each other
really
and
see
slam
anybody
at
playing
each
that
other.
anymore either.
It's kind of gentler versions
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I don't think it's politically correct to say
Right.
that name anymore.
Yes, you can't
So,
smear. You can't smear
probably.
that person anymore.
No.
Right.
Unless you use the whole alphabet.
That's-
Of,
I think about
No, I
that.
didn't think about that either.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Would that be politically correct then?
I would still be wrong because there's so many letters on there now.
you probably missed one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you're leaving that person out.
Yeah.
The one thing you sure do know, nobody ever plays Navy or Coast Guard.
Oh, no.
We used to play all the time at Boy Scout camp in the showers. You guys didn't play anymore? No, one of us was a submarine, and that was. I don't know how you guys play. I don't know what you're talking about. It was fun.
And then somebody dropped the soap. And then,
Yeah, we played Army all the time.
Submerge.
We played Army every day.
Down the hatch.
We played Army.
I see your catapult.
You know, it's weird. Like I think about like I watch my kids now. My kids rarely play outside.
No, yeah.
Oh no.
It's more they rather sit on their phone, sit on their computer all day. My youngest sits on the game. She'll go 6-7 hours without a break. Like if you don't.
But
watch.
that's also to our generation too.
We
We're
didn't
not
have all
as
that
much
stuff.
Well,
as we were
no.
before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sit on our phones too. And,
I used to hate people who sit at the restaurant on their phones.
oh yeah.
I catch myself doing it. We're sitting at dinner last night. I'm like thinking about something for business, so I'm like checking my email. Then the next thing I do, I'm on Reddit, then I'm on Instagram. I look up, there's my daughter on her phone, there's my wife on her phone. I'm like, we become those people that I hated. Like I hate families to come to the restaurant, sit there, and all be on their phones. I'm like, that's so horrible. Don't they spend time in it? Nah, I caught myself doing it.
Yeah. I think we all are guilty. It's quick, it's easy, and there's so much information right at your fingertips, and there's so much happening constantly. It seems like that you don't want to miss something.
Oh yeah. I mean, at least during dinner time when we're all at home, nobody's got their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the
no.
dinner table.
Yeah. You know, I'll miss a phone call. I know I missed Brian's phone call, and you know, he's like, "Guys, eating dinner?" Like, yeah, we're just finished eating dinner.
At least he knows.
I don't let them at the table. I don't like the.
Yeah.
But my youngest, she's good. She'll be sitting there when just like when nobody's paying attention, and she'll just be looking down, like talking to her, like, "Do you have your phone in your lap?" No. She has her phone in her lap, playing her game. I'm like,
She was praying.
right.
It's okay.
She just played, right?
Did you guys used to in the Marine Corps, if you fell asleep, if you were okay, like amen? No.
No.
I
You
do
got caught
I do that at my
sleeping.
job every day.
As long as you say amen, you were good.
Oh, that's
You
good.
couldn't get in trouble.
I'm gonna
No,
try
we
that.
were always told that, sitting there, if you're sitting there in the classroom environment and the guy next to you starts falling asleep, you smack him in the back of the head. So you actually start looking out for people next to you who are falling asleep because you want to hit somebody.
Oh, that's my thing at my job. So I do a lot of phone work, right? So this is how we'd all sleep at work. You just put your head like this, and you just know, like, when someone says something, you're like, how long am I going to be on hold for? like, because it's like act like you're on hold. But our game used to be you'd watch for someone to do that, then you walk down the row and you grab someone's arm and watch him hit the desk, just like smack,
Wham.
yeah, smack. You know, I was like, to our 20s, like we were just such big partiers that like it was like most of us would roll into work like the morning of, like changing. Well, you'd see people out changing in the parking lot, you know, grabbing their clean shirt out of the car, putting it on, and running into work. It's like you'd be dead tired all day. Just like it's always fun just to pull someone's arm out and watch them hit the desk by smack.
Partying in your 20s is a lot different than partying, as you hit 40.
One night, if we go out Friday night, we're not going out Saturday night.
Or Sunday
Yeah,
night.
that's my rule. Like my wife's like, I don't understand. Like in my late 20s, like
And we'll still be in
25,
by 10.
26. Even during the week, we went out to the bar every
Yeah.
night. It was like there was no night. It was
Till
like,
really late,
yeah.
too.
And we knew like where the specials were at every bar. So it's like, yeah, Sunday night is there. It's like half price wings and $2 beer. So we're there Sunday night. It's like I could do it every night. Now it's like Friday night, not going out Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
You're right.
And you guys used to be on a kick from not martinis. What was
Margaritas.
Margaritas.
Oh,
Summer was
Mar-
margaritas.
Martinis are no good.
No, I
but
can't.
margaritas are awesome, yeah.
Yeah, we
I
had
can
the
do
first
that.
time we went to her house was like every night home from work was like margaritas, sitting on the back deck, you know. Then the neighbor would come over, and then the other neighbors would come over, and we had like margarita party all summer long.
Nice.
He would come home with his pipe, like, honey, I need my house shoes.
It's funny though, even after like 5 months of that, we're kind of looking at it like, I think we need to take a break for a while. Like,
Yeah.
like it's getting bad. Like we're going through pitcher and pitcher of margarita every night. It's like,
That's a lot of tequila.
yeah, can we be in bed by 8? We had nothing to do. Like, neighbors would come over, like, yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
That's how we met our neighbors, was by having margaritas every night on the back deck. Otherwise, we wouldn't have met anybody.
That's how we met our neighbors out in North Carolina when we lived on base housing.
Yeah.
Everybody would start drinking, and all of a sudden, everybody's hanging out in somebody's garage drinking.
Yep.
And the whole neighborhood's there.
Yep.
I don't think people
It
do
was-
that as much anymore. Like, you don't really meet your neighbors.
No.
Like,
No.
it's
No,
not the
not anymore.
same.
You know I do my hi. Hey.
Yeah. But do you know their names,
nope,
their kids'
have no
names?
idea.
Like, nobody,
Nobody.
Like, when we were growing up, you knew, like, everybody in the neighborhood. Your parents
Well,
knew all the
yeah.
kids.
It's
You
funny,
knew
yeah,
everybody
you-
in like a 4-block radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents knew the names of every kid that came down. Like,
Yep.
like I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
I just wave. It's weird.
Especially if they came by for dinner.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uninvited.
Well, that was also back in the day when you're trying to find your friends and you're just riding around the neighborhood on your bike, and you're looking for a pile of bikes in the front
Yep,
yard.
yep. Look for the pile of bikes. Yeah.
Yep.
Ours would always
Oh,
be
they're
by
so
the
funny.
ours would always be by the forest at the end of our neighborhood. That's where everybody would hang out.
Yeah.
God, we used to play bicycle tag for hours. Like every kid in the neighborhood would all. That's what's funny because we used to. So now it's because so I say, but it used to be like a 4-block radius. All the kids in the 4-block radius would play together in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's where we had baseball games every day, football games
Yeah, in
every
the
day.
street hockey.
Yes,
Street hockey.
street hockey, street football,
Yeah.
Car,
yeah.
game on.
Yep. That's all we did.
Yeah.
A lot of bruised shins from street hockey.
It's funny, my kids have bikes, but my older daughter couldn't really ride her bike by herself till she was like 7 or 8. I remember taking my training wheels, me taking my training wheels off my bike personally. I was like, just turning 4. I'm like, because every kid in the neighborhood rode bikes. It's like all you could wait was to ride your bike without training wheels. Cause,
Yeah, to be one of the big
so,
kids.
right, every kid rode their bike without training wheels. Like she just never rode her bike. It was like it was rare to have any kids ride around the neighborhood on their bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's still.
Well, and I
rare.
think parents were always
Yeah.
like wary of. Now it's like I feel like parents are more wary of letting their kids ride further away on their bikes. Like
Oh, yeah,
you know, like you don't want to let them out of your sight. Like
I
that's
don't,
how
I don't
felt
let
like
kids go
with
on the other
bikes.
side of the neighborhood. Right. If I can't see them, they're too far.
Yeah.
That's crazy to live in that world now.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Aurora, and we're grabbing the bike, coming up the bike path along the river, all the way up to here in Batavia.
Yeah, we lived
Yeah.
in Geneva. We'd
We
ride
drive
down
miles
to
on
Floodway
it.
all the time.
Yeah.
It was like jump on the bike path and come all the way down to Floodway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, that was nothing to be that far away.
Yeah.
Now, jeez. I mean, I used to leave 7, 8 in the morning on a Saturday. I would get on my bike, go ride till friends got up, and then I wouldn't show up till 5:30. I'd be home at 5:30 for dinner.
When the lights came on.
The street lights came on.
It was 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Everybody be outside, like ready to go again for till 9:30 till
Yeah.
it got dark again.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of that. That's weird, right? And there's like we rarely ever have other kids at our house. I think we've had 3 sleepovers in the last 5 years, maybe. That was just like every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At somebody's
Oh,
house.
right.
Like and you just rotate around.
Right, we used to just lie all the time. Like I'm spending the night at his house, he's spending the night at my house, and we never come home. Can't do that anymore. My daughter's like, you have one friend that sleeps over ever, and I know her parents. That's one
The
parent I know.
one family that you know. Yeah.
That's weird because like, even when we grew up in high school, because we both went to Geneva, it's so small.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman, I knew who all the seniors were, right? I knew all their parents, and when I was here, I knew all the way down to freshman. I knew who everyone. Like you'd show up at like school event, you knew all the parents, right? My
Yeah.
parents knew every parent. It was like everything we did in town was together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like we did Boy Scouts. It was like all the same people all through school. It's like all the same parents. It was weird. It wasn't a lot of change. Such a small school.
No.
Yeah. Yours was a pretty small school too.
It was a little bit. I went to private school, so I went to.
Did you go to Marmion?
No. Oh God, no.
Oh, Rosary.
Would have been better.
I would have gone there if they were the one amongst.
I mean, there was probably like 20 people in my graduating class that I've known since like preschool.
Oh,
And,
that's
you know, we just all went up through.
Doesn't do a lot for the dating pool, huh?
I mean, there's other high schools around,
Yeah.
so you know it's all good.
Oh, you couldn't date out of high school by us, God. Couldn't meet somebody from the next town over. That was weird and unusual.
Yeah.
But there were like Aurora had a bunch of schools.
Oh yeah, you
so
got East
it's-
Aurora, West Aurora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, the bigger high schools all around, like Oswego and everything. So my daughter, Oswego, I think it's Oswego East, or maybe it's West. I don't know. I can't remember.
Can't believe Oswego has 2 high schools.
Yeah, it does. And I think it was her freshman year when she started. It was like 2,000 kids in her freshman class.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's in 204, and that's the Naperville schools. There's 3 high schools in the Naperville district, 5 junior highs, and like 13.
Wow, Geneva
elementary
still only has
schools.
one.
My
Yeah, it's
graduating
crazy.
class was 108.
Yeah, they average like
Oh,
1,000,
you're 180.
1,500 now.
Yeah, it was 108.
We had 163 in ours.
Maybe I was 108. Maybe I was 108 ranked.
You could, well,
Who knows?
and it stopped right there.
Who knows?
That's all that matters.
I mean, they gave me a diploma.
Are you sure? Did you check?
I don't know. I left early. I left early. I think they mailed it to me. I don't know.
I think my parents were just shocked that I actually got a diploma. I mean, so was I a little bit. So hey, it worked out.
I just wanted out of there as fast as I could get out of there. I didn't want to go anymore. I was done. I was done like junior year. I was done. I didn't want to go. I got to the point where I missed every Friday and Monday. I started taking those off, and I didn't realize how bad it was till a teacher called me on Friday, like at my house, out of the blue. It's like, "Hey, Brian." I'm like, all right. He's like, so I just want to let you know there's a test on Monday. You can make it up on Tuesday, but I thought you'd want to know because I know you're not going to be here on Monday. I was like, well, shit. You know, like, oh, was I missing that much? Because our school was the best. It was the dumbest thing. If you called before 8 o'clock in the morning, you got the answering machine. So you could leave a message. It was like, good morning, this is Mr. Seebauer. I'm sick and will not be in school today. I used to do it every Friday and Monday. My parents, so because we own a family business, so my parents were gone constantly. So I just called myself in sick every Friday and Monday. It was awesome. I was like,
And there's no cell phone to call them.
oh.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have credits. I'm like, I'm gonna graduate. This last year doesn't matter.
Who needs these extra
I
credits?
tease her ass, big deal. I'm like, I was going to school after. I'd already gotten in school I wanted, so I'm like, we're good. Well, you need to be here.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's all good.
Not a big deal.
I'm like, what are you going to do? Teach me something? I'm like, you know?
What am I going to learn in science?
Yeah.
Like, what's new? There's nothing new.
No.
I mean, history.
It's like those math
Nothing's
teachers you
changed.
had growing up. That was like, you got to learn how to do this because you're not going to carry a calculator with you all the time.
Yeah, you know the ones when
Yeah.
oh, right? No, not at all. Not every.
No.
Where you have all the answers in your pocket? No,
No.
no. But the funny thing is, well, here we use the metric system more than anything. Like when we're converting everything, like for all of our weights and measures, like because everybody we do business with, like our K-cup process, it's all by gram, by gram, by gram. So I still have to go on my phone now to go to the calculator to convert grams, pounds, grams, ounces. I'm like, jeez. I'm like, you think we just grew up with the metric system, then my life would be a whole lot easier. Even when we're looking at equipment, all our equipment sold in metric. I want a new roaster, that's 5 kilograms. I'm like, what is that? Like 300 pounds? Yeah, 1 pound? What is that, 2 pounds? I'm like, fuck, I gotta go every time, no matter how many times I've done it, I have to go back and like, what is that? All right.
3.2
Oh,
Yeah.
or 3.2 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, I love the whole world uses metric except for us. And
wow.
their world's divisible by 10, our world's divisible by
But
12.
there's the metric system, then there's the British metric, there's an Asian metric. I'm like, there's like 3 different metric systems.
That's because different kings had different weights.
That's right.
Right? Your pound of
Some
gold.
weights were bigger than
Your
others.
pound of gold in Britain wasn't a
That's
pound
what
when
she
you got to China. Right? They're like, no, I have a pound weight on here and it says that's less than a pound. You're like, I just measured it before we left. Oh, I'm sorry.
Must have been cold.
Right, the king's pound. That's what
The
they always
king's
tell me.
pound,
The
yeah.
king's pound or the dictator's pound. The dictator's pound always weighs, a little bit more than a regular pound. I'm looking at it.
Oh, I don't know why I keep. Because
What are you expecting to see over there?
I don't know. Just see if anybody got a question.
No, I'll tell you. So
Okay.
I'm
Well,
watching.
I'm not used to looking at Facebook on here.
I hear you. I joined. I'm good.
Hold on. You'll be okay.
I was just trying to keep the audience somewhat amused.
I'm doing a great job of that.
I know we are.
Yeah.
So, what's the big future for you guys? What's anything big coming up? Small?
Small.
Go big or go home?
Nothing big coming up. Small. We'll be at the
McHenry County.
McHenry County Gun Show.
Next Saturday,
Saturday.
or Sunday,
Sunday,
next Sunday.
yeah.
So you want
So
to come
we-
and try it out? Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. They'll have it
Yeah.
all set up. You guys have to go try it out, see how awesome it is.
McHenry Gun Show in McHenry, Illinois.
Woodstock.
Yes.
Woodstock,
Ah,
Illinois.
Woodstock.
McHenry County
McHenry
Fairgrounds.
County, yes.
See, I was getting to that point, but you guys interrupted me.
Sundays, like, what, 8 to 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go check that out. Right off of Route 47.
And we'll be tomorrow at,
King County Gun Show.
yes,
At the King County Fairgrounds in St. Charles, Illinois. Randall and 38.
7:30 to 1:30.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. We'll be there. Many other vendors, some of the other,
And you still find ammo there. Lots of guns.
Some.
some,
Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
some.
Who knows, each show the amount that's going down, 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 it's getting rare, so.
Yeah. Is it actually like normal rounds or is it like the weird
So-
off like
So you're finding more like some of the weird off, but even that's starting to get rare, so.
wow.
And if you find like 45, it'll be a small quantity, and like a box of 20, and they'll be like $3,000 per round. You'll be like, what? And so, I mean, there were still some okay prices last month. Just goes quick.
Yeah. And it'll probably be going quicker this Sunday than the previous Sunday with
Yeah,
everything
so-
going on.
So if you want to find rounds, show up early.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to show up early.
Well, even like a few, I don't know, 6 months ago, there's a company we buy a lot of reloads from, but usually they show up by 10:30, 11 o'clock. They're completely sold out.
Yeah.
Every month.
That's what I've been hearing
Yeah.
all over
Like-
the place.
Yeah, even before the craziness happened, like the restrictions, they always just get mobbed. They have great prices, and so it goes quick. So
Well, one day we'll hopefully get back to normal pricing. I do notice that some of the gun prices have come back down a little bit. Not much, but they have come down.
A little,
some.
they're starting to.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Because now everybody bought all they put production back up. There's some stuff that are coming back. I've seen some guns come back into online that are coming down to back to normal price.
Yeah.
I think if you're smart, you're gonna run out and buy a blunderbuss. If you don't remember what that was, back during Revolutionary Civil War time, I think, right? Just about a gun about that big, you could put whatever you wanted in there and just put some gunpowder in there and then blow it out. They threw rocks. So when they had no guns, they basically so you just
Whatever
no
you
ammo,
could
No lead,
couldn't
no
make ammo.
rocks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just put whatever you want in there and just blast somebody.
Some utensils.
That was the one with
Throw a
the
couple knives
curved.
and forks.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Get
yeah,
some
nice
extra
forks.
cutlery, whatever you want to throw in there.
Yeah, that's what the next thing is. Or you can invent a rail gun, a rail handgun, which would be awesome.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
Or
rare earth
blaster.
magnets, some rare earth magnets, a couple lithium-ion batteries in there.
Whatever. It's all good.
It should be easy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have a Tesla 9mm rail gun. Elon.
Keep
Give me
that in
that.
mind.
I mean, he's got to make blasters that go into Mars, for God's sakes.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? Take a 9mm gun that doesn't work in space? You gotta have a blaster if you're gonna go into space.
Yep.
Would you
You
show?
gotta
Or
give something
lightsaber.
to the-
Would you
to
show?
the
Would you show up to
Guardians.
Mars unarmed?
No, or lightsaber. I'd be okay with that too.
Imagine if you all this money to make all this mission, 5 years trip. You get there, the aliens are like, "Oh, we saw you guys coming," and they just come up and shoot you dead. And they're like, "There's $500 billion wasted. I guess we could have brought a gun, maybe." Nobody thought to bring a gun. 5 years, nobody thought to bring a gun. Not one gun. We have one gun, right? Now nobody brought one gun. You don't. There's no way we're going to Mars unarmed. There's no way. They won't tell us what they have already, but they're
Oh, sure.
but they're taking a gun to Mars.
You heard what they're calling the Space Force, right?
Yeah,
The Guardians?
Yeah, the Guardians.
That's why I was wondering when they first started, like, would the new recruits be space cadets? Because that would be
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
Space cadets, like that would be the best. Like, I'm a space cadet.
Yeah.
And they're Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Oh, God. That's a good one.
I think it's actually cool. It makes me.
What are
makes
you
me
going to
more
call the
enjoy it.
Space Marines?
Marines.
Marines. Why would you change it?
You
I was
can't,
gonna say,
you
I don't
can't
think they're gonna
build
allow it.
on perfection.
Oh my gosh. They said they tested out crayons. They work.
They work.
Yeah, they
They're
work in
delicious
zero
too.
gravity.
They still draw.
They're-
You can still eat
Well,
them.
they just authorized a bill to invent anti-gravity crayons. So it's like they're going to be like $2 billion a piece, but they need a whole box of 64 to take with them. So
The full rainbow.
the next is a sharpener. Figuring out how to make the sharpener work in zero gravity really tough. Have you ever tried your upside down crayon? Well, they'll have to figure that out. So I'm sure Tesla's working on an upside down crayon right now.
I think somebody's asking a question there.
Shop shirts. Yes, we have shop shirts. Or are you talking
No,
about?
he wants these shirts.
Oh, these shirts.
Yeah, the way you're in this shirt is you would volunteer, you would donate 1,000 hours of time to Gun Barrel Coffee. That's labeling, packaging, roasting, selling, just that, and then you get a shirt.
That's it.
And whatever you have in your personal retirement account. That's what we had to put in to get these shirts. So we figured same.
One day we'll have them back out. We had them out for a short time. I think we have one shirt left, and it's a medium.
So if you can.
So if you're a medium, we have the one shirt. We have one of these shop shirts left.
There you go.
I think so. Yeah, we still have one. One day we'll have more of them, and we'll have them up on a website.
they're just super. They're expensive shirts.
Yeah, right now they're just a little expensive for us to have them produced. Well, soon one day.
I'm putting on the pandemic pounds.
Pandemic, yeah. Stones. Since we're going to talk about the metric system. We'll do stones.
Put on a few stones.
Stones. Isn't that just British?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the worst one. Like he weighs 1.5 stone. I'm like, is he lightweight like that? Or
he like
I'm outside
300
picking up
pounds?
stones. I'm like,
Which
I don't
stone
know.
is he?
stone is that's a boulder maybe. I'm like half a boulder. Like now I have an idea. Like it's probably like 200-300 pounds. Like
They really got to do that because, like, everybody watched like the World's Strongest Man competitions back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is like 4 stones. I'm like,
Right.
it's okay. I mean, I could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like even my calculator on my phone doesn't have a
Conversion.
conversion for stones.
For stones, yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Just go get some rocks. Two rocks. What are you? It's 2 stones.
What are you smoking marijuana? You're
Oh.
stoned already?
Or he's gonna lift 2.5 stones. So I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do
What's
that
the
right
big
now.
deal?
It's no big deal, right?
Go out there right now and grab 2
Yeah.
I
stones.
can lift stone.
I can throw them, across the backyard. I don't see why you guys are struggling.
Right. Again, that's when the king ran out of lead, right? He'd be like, these 2 stones equal your 24 ounces of gold. Okay, if you say so. Right, that's what it was. Like, I use
This
these 2
stone
stones.
is worth more than your gold. So I'll
Right.
trade you.
Those stones change every time you showed up to go turn in some gold. He has a lot of gold. Well, get bigger stones. So.
That's what she said.
How much are we got big stones. I got some big stones for you.
Some are bigger than others.
Not the size of your stones.
It's how well you
So-
throw them.
It's the way you skip it in the water.
That's a new one. I've never heard that one.
That's impressive. Yeah.
That happens to me at the urinal. I sometimes skip in the water. I'm like, God, this water's cold.
You gotta stand up.
Yeah. Problem.
Everybody keeps telling me you gotta turn around when you sit in the urinal.
You can't sit. I thought those were chairs. I was wondering why everybody looked at me.
I thought this was a bidet, but the water's going the other direction.
The best.
It's a little chilly.
One of the guys I worked with is just crazy. So one day he goes in the bathroom ahead of me, and I fucking come around the corner. There he is standing at the urinal. Like, we're professional, like we wear suits every day and stuff. He's standing at the urinal with his fucking pants pulled all the way down around his ankles, his suit coat like flipped up over his head, with his fucking standing like a little boy peeing at the urinal with his pants all the way down. He's fucking sunburned as hell, but his ass is bright white. I walk in, and then the owner of the company walks in right behind me. I'm fucking dying laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, didn't completely expect it. And the owner's like, what the fuck are you doing in my bathroom? What are you, crazy? I'm like, I couldn't stop laughing. Even the owner was laughing, like, seeing him, like, just bright ass, sound like he's like, I'm peeing like a little boy. It's no big deal. It's like,
Doesn't everybody do it this way?
I'm like, who the fuck pulls their suit up over their head and pulls their pants down on the fucking floor? It was the best thing I ever saw. It made me laugh. I want to do it at the gun show tomorrow. With a bunch of 80-year-old dudes walking, just standing with their pants down, completely down.
He just sprayed a little. That's all right.
Well, in case the backblast area wasn't clear.
You never know.
I can't say I've ever seen that in a woman's restroom. Thank God.
Dude, women's restrooms are the most disgusting places I've ever seen in my life.
What were you doing
When
in
I was
there?
bartending and I did a night, like, you have to go do a bathroom check to make sure like nobody's left in the bathroom.
Passed out in there.
Oh,
Like, you think like you go in the guys' bathroom, you're like, this is nasty. Like, there's a lot of piss on the floor because nobody can hit the fucking urinal. And then you go in the women's room. I don't know if they're having a war in there. There's blood. There's toilet paper everywhere. There's just garbage stacked. Is the most always the grossest
What
place.
the hell kind of bar was
I'm like,
this?
A country club.
Oh, that's.
You think we'd be like? You think we'd
No,
be
that
nicer?
actually explains it.
You just be like, I was like, ugh. Like, I thought the guys' bathroom was bad. This is horrendous.
I can believe that.
Well, Brent, if you're looking for a favorite, I mean, have you tried ours yet? I mean, I see here you got Blackbeard, an open bag, MO, CAL, CAF, and GS, which are the competition for us. But
Here's the thing: our coffee's super smooth. There's no acid. There's no bitterness. Most importantly, $1 of everything we sell goes to veterans and first responders. I don't know what every other company does with their money. I know what we do with our money. But the more companies support veterans, the better.
Right.
That's our philosophy. There's plenty of room for all of us.
They do have
So-
awesome coffee, you guys.
yeah,
it's the
I
greatest
mean,
coffee.
if you're looking for, I don't know what the GS one is. I don't remember what that one is, but I mean, we got Hua, which is a medium blend. Space Force is a medium bold. Zero Dark 30 is our dark, and Battleships are our other twice roasted dark. Brian, you want to tell me about the other ones?
How far did you get? General Mad Dog, light roast espresso. Little Rocket Man, medium roast espresso. Devil Dog, dark roast espresso. Moab, one of my personal favorites, our high caffeine medium blend. You got Cuff'em. You got Engineer. There's Sumatra, so more of a good, dry, earthy tone. If you like to put a little nip in your coffee, this or the blue is awesome. And we have CBD infused. So you got stress, aches, PTSD, pains. Get some CBD infused and chill the hell out.
Isn't there a Space Force one?
Yep.
Yeah, we got Space Force.
Space Force.
Oh, okay.
Medium
I was gonna say,
blonde.
I love the Space Force.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
And we have them in K-Cups too, you know, in Stand 2, Hua, Zero Dark 30, Little Rocket Man, and R&R. Right? Yeah.
Which one?
And Moab.
I've tried a good chunk of them, but Zero Dark 30 is my favorite.
It's a good dark roast.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I haven't tried that
Love
one yet.
Battleship's my new favorite though. I think it's our double dark. It's got all the flavor of the dark. It's got this like a little bit of sour tint on the backside. It's almost like you can eat a sour candy, like, oh, it's sour. I better eat another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's sour. That's why I feel like when a Battleship, you're like, oh, it's so good and rich, and they like get the little bit sour, like, I better have some more of that. Oh, like you can't stop eating it. You can't stop drinking it because it's so good. It's got that little bit of sour kick in the back, which makes it so good.
That's good, but it could end up bad in the long run.
Why?
And then 10 hours later, you're just sitting there shaking.
You had like three. That's how I do all. That's how I do all my sanding at home.
Ah,
I did about 10 hours. I'm like, honey, you need some more stuff done? You got some drywall or something? I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for coffee. I drink coffee.
You should see his plaster job.
Yeah. I drink coffee. I drink coffee from the time I get up in the morning until I go to bed.
Yeah.
All
That's
day
nice.
long.
Which one?
You
The
can read
last
it.
one.
Oh.
I'll need to pick up a bunch of these. I'm on at work and I get it.
Cool. www.gunbarrelcoffee.com. Use code GBC10 to save 10%. Or if you're Amazon Prime, you can get it there and get free shipping.
Yeah. But I mean, it depends where you live. We only have it in a couple stores. If you live in the Batavia area in Illinois, you can get it at Geneva Ace Hardware. Come to our shop in Batavia. But like he said, online at gunbarrelcoffee.com.
If you live in North Dakota, there's like 4 places there that carry Rome Sturgis. Iowa, you can get it out there. A lot of places in Illinois.
Yeah.
Look online. You'll see all the stores listed in the area. Got a lot of stores in Illinois. Like I said, Amazon's easy. Our website's easy. If you like want to get shipped to you automatically every month, we offer a subscription. We'll save you some money. But just show up every month and you don't have to think about it.
Once you find your favorite one.
yep.
All right. Well, our time is almost up here.
Yeah, we're at the hour already.
Yeah, we're at the hour. So
Thank you to BJ Shooting for joining us.
Yes.
Give them the
Thank you,
website
guys.
again.
Thank you for having us. It's BJ's, plural, BJSshooting.com. You can find all of our contact, email, phone info on there.
Facebook, Instagram also,
Yes,
right?
same
Yep.
thing. We're BJ Shooting on all of those.
Cool. Contact, book parties.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can still, once you're you can still go pew, pew, pew.
And go check them out if you're in Illinois. Go see them at the gun show next weekend.
Yeah.
Go watch some of their videos. Like I said,
It's
you
a
won't-
lot of fun.
You won't believe how awesome the setup is. It's way better than what you think it is.
Yep.
It's amazing. It was so much fun, and I just want to keep doing it. Like I said, I want one in my house.
Yeah, I think the adults enjoyed it a lot more than some of the kids.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be
parties,
great
yeah.
for parties for adults.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great adult parties. Great for birthdays.
It'd be good for bachelor party.
Bachelor,
It should be fun as hell
bachelorettes.
to
Yep.
do.
That would be a good one.
Right? It'd be entertainment all night long. Then you can turn around, and look at the stripper, then have her
She
shoot.
can shoot too. It's
She
fine.
can shoot too.
Yeah.
You can shoot at the stripper, and then she can
Yeah.
shoot.
We won't talk about that part. We'll
Yeah,
leave that up to
You're
you.
not going to touch it with the 5.5 inch pole.
So, do we want to do a giveaway or anything, or what do you want to do? Anybody got an idea for a question? Anybody thought of one?
Usually we do trivia. We
Yeah,
give
we
away a
usually
bag
do
of
trivia.
coffee.
What kind of trivia?
Anything.
Anything. You know an answer?
She knows all the weird stuff.
That's
that
good.
Normal
Maybe
people
somebody
would never know.
Maybe we can make it last for another minute.
Weird
Crap.
fact.
Now I'm on the spot.
Now you can't think of anything.
No, I can't think of anything. I know all kinds of weird shit all the time, but now I can't think of one. I don't know.
All right, we'll save it till next for
Yeah,
next
we'll
week.
save
Yeah,
it
I
for
can't
next
think of
week.
anything right now. Sorry, guys.
That's
Thank you guys again for joining us. Watch again next week. Get some coffee.
Yeah, get some
Enjoy it.
coffee.
Yeah. Support that.
Stay alert, stay alive.
Book a party.
Thanks,
Keep
guys.
your head on a swivel.
Have a great week. Stay safe.
All right, bye. Do I hit this button or do I hit this one?
I think it hit the that one.
And
Okay,
and
again.
again, we're still on Facebook. We're still on Instagram. So
Okay, I'll get that. Not now.
As the
Turn the
camera
mics
like
off.
shakes and moves.
still live.
Still alive.
Still live.
Still alive.